Hello, welcome to Silver Shares here again today as I get to share more on investment. It has been a while. I hope you're all doing fantastic. So if you're new to my channel, I share 3 times videos every week on investment and on life in general, travels and all. I love to share the theme of live, love, and learn because I would like us all to just enjoy life and be able to feel vibrant, right? So today I would like to share on investment. So 5 months ago, I had shared on cryptocurrency trading, and I just wanted to update this so that you can be able to understand like how is the market doing. If you go to my YouTube channel, you will get to see how to invest in crypto for beginners. And it was very basic, very general. But I believe if you get to watch this and see the progress that I have prepared today, then you are going to understand how best you can be able to invest. So today I'm going to take you through the different coins and how they have been doing. Last time I shared, 5 months ago, I shared on 50 coins, 50 different coins, cryptocurrency coins that are existent. And so I did share 27 or 21, something of the sort. Today I'm going to share 50 in total. So you're going to see the ones that I had already shared and now this added ones. And that partly I actually did take the 50 at some point because but one best advice they say is do not spread yourself too large because you could lose the control of having to check everything and all. The best advice most financial advisors give is take 15 that you can control and watch easily. But I cannot lie to you that when you find maybe like they're new ones and they're costing like cents, you feel excited and you tell yourself like I should go for this. Like you're excited about it and you tell yourself like why not? And because it's the best moment, you don't want to only look at it when everybody's talking about it. So let us be part of those that will take advantage when it is to our convenience, when it's very cheap. So I have no specific lineup. I put them 1 to 50 so that I can be sure to have all of them. So there's no strategic order in any way, but these are just some of the crypto coins that are available that enable you to be able to buy. And my advice every single time is take at least just maybe 10 pieces at the beginning, and especially if you have a chance to get them when they're as low as maybe 10 cents or 50 cents or even 10 euros. This is like the best time because then you can buy 10 pieces, because when it rises very high, it enables you to have access to money very quickly. It enables you to be cash free, because if you buy only 1 or 2, then you're just sitting there, you're waiting. If you sell it, then one is gone and you tell yourself like damn it, I mean, now it's growing so well, everybody's excited about it, so money is flowing on the token, but then now you are not having anything. You can't withdraw because you're just hesitant. You're like you're gonna regret it or something of the sort. So my advice is find the coins that you can invest in. Just buy like 10 pieces. This way you don't feel guilty if you have an emergency and you need to sell like maybe just 2 coins or something of a sort. Maybe it's already passed like maybe 10 times or 50 times. Then it'll be really nice to like kind of start paying yourself and even reinvest in those small ones that have just come up. So that's the reason why I spread myself large. Those are my reasons. But financial advisors tell you take 10 to 15 maximum. So Polkadot, and I will not go into details as to what the company means or anything of the sort. I just find the cryptocurrencies available and like I invest in them basically. So Polkadot, for example, this is what it is today, but I took on how high it has been before or how low some of the coins have been. This way it gives you a rough estimation on how you can be able to evaluate yourself. Like right now, if you're saying Polkadot is at 26 euros, but last year, a year ago in November, it was as high as 46. You can be guaranteed for sure that at one point or another, it's definitely going to go here, back here, and even higher. So the year to come, it could even be next month. So even if you bought two pieces here, or even just three pieces, then you can be guaranteed when it goes back here, you've already made $20 each on top of what you bought. So if you had bought 10 pieces times 20, that's $2,000 that you can make sometimes even within a month. But then now you need to check the variations on how they have been doing basically. And as you can see, the way it goes low, very low, and sometimes it goes back high. But it's not that you need to lose hope seeing it in red like this, because that's how crypto is basically. It goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. And so that's Polkadot. This is Filecoin. This really fed me a lot the past year, I must say, because it just came surprising all the time. You can imagine Filecoin at the point when I was discovering it at 36. Today it's at 36 dollars. At the point when I had discovered it, it was roughly at 34, somewhere down below here, basically. So you can see I kept adding. You get excited, and so you keep adding. Where you see the minus is where I withdrew a lot, and where you see the plus, it means I was adding, reinvesting, pumping more money into it. Because you see it going so up high, you get excited and you just want to be part of those ones who will be like, wow, if it reaches 1,000 and you have over like 10 pieces, that's like, another 10,000 already that you can make and everything. So you can imagine, like, right now it's only at 36. I would advise anybody who is having just money lying in their house or something of the sort, buy, like 10 or even 100 pieces of this. If you have like 4,000 euros, for example, lying in your house, you buy just like 100 pieces of this. You can imagine when it goes back, because this is in April, just this year it was at 162. So things are definitely going to go back to normal when regulations are, businesses back to normal and everything. Things will definitely go back to this high. So I hope you can see why now that it's very low, because this is today and this is at 36 euros. So if you're able to invest more into it and go up to 162, you definitely will be making much more. That's 100 more, 100 and almost 30 difference of euros. So if you have like 10 pieces, that's 130 times 10, that's 1,300 euros basically that you can make. It can be within a month or within 3 months. But one thing is, do not always be hungry and in a hurry to like kind of sell, not unless you want to be you need the money urgently. But this is 1 inch, for example. 1 inch today is at 2 euros and 40 cents, and like a month ago this has been the highest, though it hasn't been doing so well, but it goes up to 5 euros and 40 cents. So that's 3 euros difference basically. But then now, as low as it is, this is why it's the best time to like invest and check it out and be able to buy some more pieces. So, and then fourth one is going to be Aave. Yes, so this one is at 178 euros today, and you can imagine in May this year, like it was at 516 euros. So this is like when it's as low as this, trust me, it's the best moment to jump on it now, because the lowest this can go would be like nothing less than 100 euros. So that's the reason why, if you decided to buy a few of this, even if it's just one or two, you'll be, you know, happy to tell yourself, like, because when it goes back to this, you can be guaranteed it'll be rocketing up to even up to 1,000, or, you know, or even more. And why you need to take advantage of such. Algorand is only today at €1.40. And you can imagine, like last year when I discovered it, it was at only 20 cents. And this is why I was saying, when they are small and they're like costing almost nothing, because you can imagine to have 100 pieces would need like 23 euros. 23 euros, you're telling yourself like, it's okay, it's small. So instead of buying coffee like all the time, even in just 5 days, you tell yourself like, oh, I didn't take coffee, so I stayed healthy. And then instead of having had that coffee, you tell yourself, I'm going to put it into those coins, and look. So you buy 100 pieces of just this Algorand, had you bought like in 2020, even if today is only at this point, it is €1.20, much more. So that's already 1,200, not 120 euros. Yes, 100. Yes, 100 still. And yet you had spent only 23 euros, which is good, right? And so you just wait, because it had the only highest part it has gone to has been 2 euros, but it's something that has a lot of potential. It will grow, so you give it time, not to be in a hurry to sell it off, because you're telling yourself like, oh, it's not doing much, it's not growing, but it's still growing. So yeah, this is July. Matic Polygon, it was costing only 50 cents when I discovered it, when I was deciding to invest in it. As you can see, the pluses here, and by yesterday it's at €2.20. So when you're seeing it grow like this, it's time to not touch it at all. Like here, I had put a lot, and I told myself like, oh, it's not moving so fast and everything, so something silly. I had quite a large number, but then I sold it off quickly. So sometimes this is like some sort of panic that you get when you invest into search and end up having to like sell when it's not necessary. This is Kyber, KNSC, and today it's at €1.30. But when in last year, just a year ago, it was at 60 cents, 64 cents when I discovered it. The highest it has gone to is like April, 11th of April. This was at €3.10. So you can imagine if you bought it at 60 cents. See how exciting it can be, right? So just to tell you that now, as much as it's as low as €1.30, it's still very low. So a very high potential to invest into it, because even if it tripled, like you buy just maybe like 1,000 pieces, if you had 1,000 laying down in your house or something. So you buy like 1,000 pieces right now. You're telling yourself like, okay, fine, that's 1,332. But it's okay. Imagine it triples within, you know, a month, or even if it's 3 months or something of the sort. It's money that worked for you. You didn't have to go physically into a job and put in so much of your energy or anything of the sort. It's money that has just worked for you as you wait. Enjin, today it's at €2.50. And in November, the highest was like €3.90. In my opinion, it has been like a slow mover in a way, but still has potential. Sometimes they can surprise you, like Filecoin that I showed you previously. It just rocketed, and that was like poof, mind blowing, I must say. So I hope you're writing them as I'm showing slowly, so that you can get to write them down, you know, one by one, and go look into them. If you have wallets, different crypto wallets or something of a sort, you can check on onto them. But if you would like a bank that you can be able to do this, that way you have your money and you can control it in such a way that you're not waiting on a wallet, because sometimes wallets are hacked or something of the sort. Make sure you protect them with Google Authenticator, or just the 2FA factor, authentication factor. Make sure you're protecting all your wallets, and if not, I can put in the description on Revolut banking, because as a bank it protects you. There's some sort of insurance with it. And what I love about Revolut banking is the fact that it gives you also the debit card, and when you travel, it's insurance that is double cover. So, and you don't have withdrawal charges and stuff like that. So Curve Finance is another crypto coin, for example. Today it's going for €3.74, and just in a year ago it was at €5 and everything. So you can see you can actually literally make when I had invested in it when it was so low, by the time it grew, I had tripled a very good amount. And yeah, so that pays for good holiday. Sometimes when it's something you didn't expect it, and you're like, yes. So sometimes you can take advantage like that and pay yourself. So this is Celo. I don't know if my brother would be watching this, who likes to play cello so much. If you are, this is, like, this made me think about you. But hey, this is a different cello. It's a crypto coin that you can make money with it. So this is at €3.75 today. And the highest it has been like a year ago, last year, September, was like €6.40. So one thing, the reason why I was taking the highest probably it has been and how low it has been, it's just to literally show you an imagination of how much you could make potentially. And if you're patient enough, even if you tell yourself, like, base yourself as per this, telling yourself like, oh yeah, Sylvia said it could go up to €6.40, but imagine it can go even higher. But I must say, like, in March is when things went pretty low, where I felt like I lost quite a bit, but it's because I did not react also faster. So this is a very good example that I would like to show you on why you can be able to invest with faith and believe that it's still gonna do good. Chainlink, for example, when I discovered it last year, December, it was only at €8.90. At €8.90, you tell yourself like, okay, fine, maybe you can put 10 pieces or something of the sort and it's gonna be good. But today it's at €19, so it has gone pretty low. But you can imagine, for some of us who invested this, and like just a few months later, you are seeing €42. You have that big smile that comes on your face, and you tell yourself like, damn, this is good. This is really, really, really good. And so so you can imagine, so 42 is almost like 5 times the amount that you put in. So silly thing, I withdrew myself a little bit too fast. I got too excited and I was like, it'll go low or something. Because when you see it go low like this, then you panic. And so when it goes back up, you tell yourself like, maybe it's a time I really need to withdraw out or something. But Warren Buffett says the best investors are those who invest money that they don't need, which is a fact. Well, but I'm a self-making one personally myself. So basically it is to just show you that, when you wait and you're patient, like says Warren Buffett, then you can get to, hit that epical level and you're excited about it, and, you can make good money out of such, And Mirror Protocol. Today it's at €9, €1.93, but the highest it has been just this year in May was €9. I must say, it may be worrying to see that most of them have really dropped. And yes, because it has been a rough year in a way, and China closed down some of the mining, Bitcoin mining companies that they were there. And so Europe and America are trying to find different ways of mining Bitcoin and everything. And so that's the reason why things have been pretty low. But because Bitcoin rose back up again and they are doing preciously good, it definitely means even the crypto coins are having also that hope. They will definitely go back to that high and even much more. I believe you all have seen how we are in the digital era and that everything is just moving pretty fast. So next year, I'm sure this COVID will be behind us and we can be able to just get back into having the real proper figures whereby we can be able to enjoy the sweetness of things growing in the right way. So like today, new Cypher is at 69 cents, so up to 70 cents basically. But as you can see, just a month ago, it was at a euro and 27 cents. So you are guaranteed that it's definitely going to go back here at some point or another. Right now, it's just dilly-dallying between 70, 69. And then sometimes it goes as really low as 50. And that's the time I would like to advise some of you, like, honestly, just jump on it and take up the opportunity. If you would like to do this in a safer way, safer means, honestly, ask me for the Revolut banking card. It's You can take the free version. I take the platinum card because it gives me over 30 options of exchange in a day. I don't need it anymore, but I still keep the platinum card because then it enables me to have a better insurance and you have nice lounges when you're traveling and stuff like that. So it's pretty good. But the new Cypher, it's really at the moment to try and check on it. Okay. So for those who are wondering, like, what do I buy and what don't you shouldn't I take? Storj, right now today it's at a euro 65. But I just wanted to show you how last year I discovered when it was only 22 cents. So honestly, for any new person, I would say who is scared and very skeptical, go for everything that is under 1 year. That way, you're telling yourself it's cents, it's costing you almost nothing, and it's giving you an opportunity to buy over 10 pieces. And the reason why I insist on the 10 pieces, trust me, when it goes beyond 10 euros, you will enjoy it because then it will just be feeding you all the time. You can be able to, sell even some and reinvest back in new baby coins that have been able to come out. Because you can see at 22 cents, this was a year ago, and within months, it was already going up to 2 euros and 60. It's 2 euros and 40 cents, like much more. It is just amazing, right? So honestly, you can see the power it holds when you decide to buy them when they're really small. If you can buy 10 pieces or 100 pieces, trust me, you are gonna love every minute of this because that's when you really enjoy just money that you can be able to, I don't know, you want to go to the restaurant, you're just like, hey, how are the cones doing? Like, let's go out, let's have a I don't know, an order in or something of the sort. Let's travel, it's too cold or something of the sort. So that's the sweetness of the digital world. And because you have the time and the financial freedom, then you are able to take advantage of this and just enjoy it. So Tellor is another crypto coin, and today it's at 34 euros and 45 cents. You can imagine a year ago when I got to discover this, it was just at 13 euros and 64 cents. So at 13 euros, you can imagine just 6 months down the line, it was 100 times, 10 times more. 10 times more. Yeah, because it's 120 and you bought it at, at 13 euros. Sweet, 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 sweet is the simple water. So that's 34 today. You definitely know it still has a lot of hope. And even if you're buying it here, it'll still come back to this at some point or another. You know, Band protocol. So Band protocol is now at 5 euros and 40 cents. Well, in September, it was last year. It was at not this year. No. 8 euros and 90 cents. And in April this year, it went up to 17 euros. So even if I had discovered it a little bit late, but you know, it grew like up to 17. That's double the amount that you put in, which is pretty good. So you see, as I discovered it very late at 8 and all, it still was good. Then you have Cosmos, which is now at 22 euros. And in September this year, it was at 37 euros. So you definitely know if you're going to invest into this, you can be guaranteed it's going to hit double very, very soon. I trust that this coming year, 2022, it's definitely going to be excellent. So it's basically time to try your best to be able to invest into it. Bitcoin, oh my goodness, when I think of how many people kept on being so skeptical, me included, I will not lie to you, because in 2011 I wish I had the intellect that I've gotten so far in the you know, financial field and just investment area. But anyway, it's better late than never, they say. But anyway, because as I'm telling you, I had even discovered it like I had seen it already when it was at 11,000, and still I wasn't able to make up my mind to buy. And by the time I want to go into it, I went in at 14,000. And still I kept doubting. So you can see how many times I'm adding, I'm withdrawing, I'm adding, I'm withdrawing. So here it went up so high, I got excited. But that's not as high as it could have gone. And so stupid me, I still withdrew out, almost like a lot, like everything. But I didn't buy the whole coin and everything. But anyway, so just to say, that was in December 2020. By the time in September when I was checking, it was like already even at 11 or 10, 9. Anyway, by the time I'm looking at it again, I went in when I was like 26. Really, really bad. So today, Bitcoin is at 45,000 euros and 671. But you can imagine in November, it had gone up to 59, but even more because was it in January or February? It had hit up to over 65,000. But this year, when it hit the 60,000, the $65,000 dollars, I mean, it was becoming like the highest financial coin in the world because the Swiss franc is like the highest and the most powerful. But at that point, Bitcoin like hit the target. So you can see the power it literally holds. Predictions think or say that at one point or another, it's going to go up to 500,000. So literally, if you think that, you know, Bitcoin is still a scam, you know, for some of the people who say, oh, cryptocurrency, no, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to hear it, listen, or anything of the sort. Well, let the risk takers continue enjoying the money while it's still growing. So you can see it's now at 45,000 and it's definitely going to go rocket again and go beyond further. So if you are still being hesitant, do not. I hope this video can make you just decide to take a step or something. The Yearn Finance being Chinese, I would say, at some point, it was for the longest time really dilly-dallying at 21,667, quite some time. And you're like, oh, it's not having hope, it's not going anywhere. My good Lord. Last May, it hit, this was 68,000 euros. At some point, it was at 75,000 euros. Can you imagine? Like the Chinese government had given a right now to the Chinese people to be able to find to invest into it. Oof, it just rocketed. But anyway, we went back down again. Now with the mining fields being closed in China, it's a reason why it's like it's been really, really low. So voila, voila. EOS. So EOS is another one. Today it's only at €2.90, but you can see the number of times you're like, oh, I'm selling. So, but then when it's as high as 11 euros, like in May and everything, and then you realize like, well, it's good. You know, sometimes you hear other investments around and you're like, oh, I want to jump on it. And so this is like why you're seeing the withdrawals and the deposits and everything. But it's Uniswap today is at 15 euros, but the highest it has been at like at 35 euros. So you definitely know it's gonna double at some point or another. So and oh yeah, I already talked about Uniswap, so that's Tezos. I'm gonna try and go faster a little bit now so that we can be able to see them all. Tezos right now is at €3.74, and the highest it can go to is €7.30. Do not hesitate to go for it. Now this is compound. It's still a little bit high today. Today it's at €203, and the lowest last year in December it was at 105. When it had been a little bit low is when I was discovering it. So you just let it grow, and you know it's definitely gonna hit the good numbers like Bitcoin Cash and all. And then you have Solana. It has been talked about so much, and I hope you can see why. Only a year ago, it was at €1.20. Like, you can not believe this. In a year's time, it has grown like over 170 times, literally. Like, it's crazy, right? So right now, it's at 180. And so you can imagine when you're discovering it when it's as low as like just €1.20. It's beautiful. That's the reason why I'm like, if you're scared, just buy them when they're really small and have faith. You know, some can really rocket very high, some go slow. But even now, like if you have an opportunity and you can buy Solana, it's a coin that has a lot of potential. This is gonna rocket and you know catch up with the Ether and the Bitcoin Cash and everything. So that's the reason why you've been hearing a lot talk about Solana and how quick it's been growing. Loopring, today it's at €2.24, and when I was discovering this was at 30 cents, 36 cents. So it took so long to grow, wasn't growing so fast, and the highest it has been like €3. It has been, I would say, a low mover, in a way. So that's why I kept on emptying it sometimes, because it wasn't showing a lot of growth, fast growth or something. But do not be impatient, like the mistake I did with Solana. But anyway, Ankr is still very low, because this now today is at 10 cents. You can imagine when you're discovering it and it's at 0.008, like, oh my goodness. That's the reason why, like when you have Revolut, sometimes they will inform you, which is so fabulous, because it's a bank that has the interest that you grow. So as you're investing, as they inform you maybe through email or something, but there's also another link inside where you get news, Bancor or something. Bancor gives you news every single time on what's happening in the crypto world, what news are being talked about and everything. You get to register yourself in some of the summits that are free, or some you can pay to be able to join. That way you can actually be aware of what's happening in the world. But anyway, so you can imagine this is today, it's at 0.1. You may be thinking like 10 cents only. Yes, 10 cents only. So it's time to really go for it, because you can imagine if you're buying these 10 cents and just buy 1,000 pieces if you can, because 1,000 pieces is going to cost you 101 euros. So by the time it's growing, it can really go high. Like right now, it has only gone up to 1.5, but it's still more than double. It's gonna go slowly, but it will grow high potentially, like maybe in a year or something of the sort. Because so far it's going there and then there, so it's a good sign. Bitcoin Cash. You can see how this thing has fed us like a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. I have enjoyed it so much. In a year, I started watching this thing when it was literally like at 69 euros. And you're telling yourself, do I put more? Do I put less? But just because it was Bitcoin, then Bitcoin Cash, you're telling yourself like, if Bitcoin is that high, if Bitcoin Cash is here now, then it means it's the time. So that's how I literally jumped into it and all that. So you can see, like today it's at 414, and so I would say honestly, jump on it and take up this opportunity, because it's not. I doubt it will go ever low again as to 230, because it's really advancing heavily. Because you can see in May it was at over 1,082, and at some point it had even reached over 2,000. It was literally an pull and tag moment with Ether, which was just so yeah, you get to enjoy good holidays. When you see people enjoying good holidays, like on Instagram and stuff like that, people say, oh, they're just pretending, or they're just doing things for free, or they're just showing off. No, they've worked for it, or rather their money worked for it. They're risk takers, and that's the reason why it has worked for them, basically. Cardano, you may have heard a lot of people talk about Cardano. Today it's at €1.20, 26 cents. So, jump on it, go for it, and take up some. As for me, I discovered when it was at like 0.12. So you can imagine just 12 cents for the coin. By the time it's going like 10 times the price, what you put in or something of the sort, it's good money. And that's why you're saying like, oh yeah, 6 months ago I was summer holiday. So you decide to spoil yourself because your money is literally working for you. Dogecoin is another one. Today it's at 15 cents. And you can imagine like a month ago, it had gone up to 55 cents. So a lot of potential. So jump on it. If you are looking for a coin to invest in, Dogecoin will definitely be the one. I would say, honestly, go for it, because then you will not be disappointed. Umar, UMA. Today it's at €9.19, and you know, like just a year ago it was at €5. So you see how much potential it has. In February it was showing at €28. So when everything dropped in March and began to really drop down, it has gone down now to €9.19. But I can guarantee for sure it will not go any lower than this. It will just keep going back up. You know? So you see the potential that it has. So don't hesitate to invest into it either, if you would like. OMG network. So yeah, OMG network, it was at €5. It's now today it's at €5.80, and you can see it can be 3 times higher. So don't hesitate to go for it. It's the best time also to try and invest into it. Decentraland. Today is at €2.97, and the highest it has been like €4.60. So I would say it still has a lot of potential and one that you can invest in. Oh, I love this Litecoin. Oh my goodness, I discovered this thing. It was literally at 45 €45. So it has been like a really interesting coin, I must say. I would call it interesting, basically, because today it's at 130, and I would tell you, like, honestly, jump on it, because look, it had gone up to as high as 316. So you can imagine when you're buying it at 45 euros, and then you're saying, go, 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 go. There's that excitement that comes in. I can't explain it, but it's that excitement is good. Like, yeah, you're seeing your money grow, and it's fabulous. So do check out right now. Jump on it if you have an opportunity. Honestly, go for this, because you know it can go here and even higher than this. I have loved this coin so much. Bitcoin has been beautiful, 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 beautiful. So this is Origin protocol. I discovered one is at 60 cents. No, today is at 60 cents. I discovered it Ali, I think. Yeah. Ali, yeah. So it has gone up as high as €2.40. It's been a slow mover. I just keep, pumping back in as much as I can. So because you see it grow, so it's amazing, right? So right now will be the time to jump on such coins that are very low at this point in time, because you see how high they can be able to go. Then you have Cartesi. Cartesi is now at 61 cents also, and the highest it has been is at €1.20, 24 cents, which is double already. So you see it has a lot of potential, and it's definitely going to go higher than what you're seeing. The most spoken about coin, Ether, or what should I say, Ethereum, basically. This thing, you can see, like, the lowest. I honestly watched this thing when it was at 650. You're telling yourself, like, oh no, it's too high, I can't get in and everything. But when you're seeing it rocket, like, from 650, you're telling yourself, like, damn it, why didn't I just get it when I saw it that? You tell yourself, it's too high, I can't get in and everything. And then you just see it. It's like fire that just gets that breath, and it's burning even more and more and more. And you're like, oh crap, why didn't I get it? And you see that, no, I actually even said at €472. Then now when I reacted was like maybe I wouldn't lie, 650 is when I was like, damn, come on, this is the time. So yeah, you can imagine now the lowest The highest this thing has been this 1st December, it hit 4,191. And you would not believe it. Well, to pay up for my like YouTube course and everything that I really wanted to grow, and that's the reason why I'm even sharing with you a video or something like that. I had like 5 pieces and I sold 3. It had gone as low as 900. So you can imagine, like 900, you have sold out like over 3 coins. Now it feels painful when you're seeing the amount at 4,000, but out of life, right? We lose, we gain, but you know very well at one point or another you get back and you can get jump into it, because Ether, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin, I swear, and Filecoin, they are coins that are definitely going to rocket and reach the heights of what Bitcoin is today. That's like almost like a guarantee. But Ether has been really stably growing in a very stable way, so you can be guaranteed that it's gonna do like another coin that has literally been feeding my family and travels the whole year. Kip is another crypto coin that you can invest in. As much as you may think it's slow, it's at 57 cents today. The highest it has been is at 83 cents. But it's a slow mover, but have faith in it. Like if you're investing in it, make sure you're investing money you won't need quickly. Like let it just hold on to it and let it just be there. Chiliz is another one. It's now at 26 cents. It was the highest it has been at 65 cents. So it's the best time to try and buy some at this point in time. And then you have and new kind of network. This was at like today is at 32 cents. As you can see, because it's a slow mover, you put into it, you don't touch it. Like it has been as high as like €1.09. So it has a lot of potential. This is one you buy, you try and forget it. Like you don't even think that you have money into it or anything. Just some things you just buy and don't even look at them like all the time. Then you have the graph. The graph is at €5, 54 cents today, and the highest it has been is €1.89. So that's like triple the growth. And at some point, it really would go as high as €2 and something. So don't hesitate to buy a lot more now if you can. For me, I just say, as long as it's small, honestly, trust me, go for it. Like buy as much as possible. Orchid, right now it's at 33 cents, but has been a slow mover. I cannot lie. So that's the reason why when you see a lot, you're like, you can invest some more. So when I saw it grow, then I'm like, for the longest time, I'm just like, oh my goodness, this thing is not moving. And then so you withdraw again, and then you start seeing it move again, and like you add, boom, it goes back down. So you need to deal with such kind of stress also. But personally, I completely detached myself when I found what gives me, I have a 12% monthly, but it's my money just working for myself in another group and all. So if you would like to hear about that, don't hesitate to let me know and I can introduce you to cash effects. Bancor is another coin which is now is at €2.91, and you can see it has been high as €7.70, which is 3 times the amount of growth that it has. So do not hesitate to invest yourself in it too. Oh, ZZRXOX, it's now at 69 cents, and it has gone as high as €1.91. So that's already 3 times also the size. I can't lie, it's been a slow mover. That's why you're seeing a lot of withdrawals. It had gone up high. XRP has been strange. You know, sometimes you're hearing the company's going to close. Revolut is good in that. When it hears anything suspicious about any coin, they send you an email. So you're always more or less roughly sure of what's going to go on, what's happening, and if you need to worry or not. So in a way, I really love Revolut for that. So, but this is 0.67 cents right now. Trust me, go for it. Sometimes it goes as low as like 30 or even 12. I never understand this coin. But when it reached like €1.50, you're like, yippee, it can finally recover and more. Right? Do not be an excited investor like me where you sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, because you end up losing a little bit also. But it's also the joy of, I don't know, I'd say paying myself for my efforts anyway, so that you also don't. Oops. Numeraire. Oh, this is another one I forgot I love also. I love it a lot. You can imagine, okay, today is at €29 and 97 cents. I discovered this when it was like 13 euros or something or so. And you can see how high it can go, 73 euros. It's good, right? So you should definitely try and go for this. I'm sure you will not be disappointed. Tellor has been slow, but when you have a lot of it, like you see, when you discover especially 0.00, the power is you being capable of buying like 10,000 pieces. Why? When it just even jumps to 2 figures more, even if it's like 59, like you literally see the power of having a large number of coins. But I must say, when you see it sleeping too long, then you're like, damn, this is a lot of money. Sleeping only on one coin that is not moving. But this had gone up to like, is it 85 cents or something of a sort? So you actually recover way, way much more. You know, when you've discovered it when it's at 0.05, so you don't feel the pain of buying many at that point, right? But you can see how I kind of got excited and really laid out a lot also and everything. But anyway, so today it's at 23 cents. Don't hesitate. It's a good mover, but do it if you have it's money you wouldn't need at all. Scale network. Scale network today is at 19 cents, and the highest it has been is at 84 cents, which is pretty good, like almost like 4 times the growth, which is not bad. Basic attention. Basic attention token right now is at €1.04, and the highest has been at €1.55, which is, it's been slow, but when you have a lot, it will be worth it, right? My goodness, I love this tool. It was such a good one the entire year. I loved it. It was good. So you can imagine when you're discovering it, it's only at €4.80. This is today at €4.80. So really go for it. I discovered it late, like when it was 12 or something. But still, no. I knew it when it was at €2. So today it's at €4. It's still the best time to go for it because you see it can go up to over 5 times the size. And it's really a nice mover. Grows and back. And last but not least, the 50th AMP, it's at 0.04. So jump on it. Okay, I discovered mine was at 0.09. So this is the time to jump on such coins and get as many pieces as you can, because you definitely know that it's going to go up and more. Okay, so up to this point, as you can see, I have shared 50 crypto coins that if you have not known how, I hope you can see them all clearly and you can write whichever, if you have forgotten any or something of a sort, and if you would like to hear more, do not hesitate. Okay, so 50 coins that you have a choice in. Even if you're telling yourself that the others are too high, invest in all that you have seen that have said are under like 10 euros. It's the best time to do this now. Okay, so I hope that you have enjoyed this video and that you are going to take advantage and start investing in yourself. Let your money work for you. Don't think you have to work all your life all throughout. Okay, so don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel so that we can all be able to grow together. And I hope that you can keep coming in and check out all the other videos I shared on the gold investment, I shared on the shares investment. Look into it and how you can be able to do it. And if you're still looking for the bank, which you would like to, I would really gladly show you how Revolut works. And it's safer because it's your personal account. You have a debit card that you use to pay for literally everything when you travel. It's fantastic. Let me not extend this too far and say goodbye now. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you listened all this far and that you will share with your friends. Share in the comments if you invested in any of the crypto coins that I shared today, how it's doing, is it exciting, and do not be afraid so much. And if you feel like your heart can't take in the pressure and all that, then don't hesitate. I have another investment idea I already shared before, how to make your money work for you. And with that, I get 12%, and you're working with an amazing group and all. Joining a group helps so that you don't feel too alone and like you're doing it, it with frustrations and everything. So much love. Until next time, live, love, laugh, and learn. Goodbye.